There's a saying that a man dies twice. The first time isn't when his heart stops beating. It's when he feels he can no longer perform, when that part of his identity just seems to fade away. For too many men, that feeling starts with a change downstairs, that weakness, that lack of responsiveness. It's not just a sexual issue. It is your body's earliest and most personal warning sign. It is your vascular system sending a message that something is off. You might feel a strange tightness, a pressure that wasn't there before. That sensation is your blood vessels asking for support. This isn't just in your head. This is physiology. I am Dr. Catherine Rocker, a urologist and specialist in men's health. For over 2 decades, I have helped thousands of men reclaim their vitality, not just with prescriptions, but with practical, powerful changes to how they live and eat. The true key to stronger, harder erections is not found in a little blue pill or a complex procedure. It is found in your kitchen. Most men believe this decline is an inevitable sentence of age, but the real culprit is far more preventable. Your diet, specifically the proteins you choose, plays a starring role. Today, I will reveal the 7 best scientifically backed meats to fuel harder erections. One of them works so directly and effectively that you could notice a difference in mere days. If you are a man over 50 who is ready to take control of your health from the ground up, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is information you cannot afford to miss. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Drop a 1 if this topic speaks to you, or a 0 if you haven't noticed changes yet. All right, let's get into these 7 erection-boosting meats, ranked from great to absolutely essential. Number 7, lean lamb. Now, I know what you might be thinking. For decades, lamb got a pretty bad reputation, often labeled as a fatty, less healthy red meat choice that you should avoid. But recent nutritional science has completely flipped that narrative, especially when we focus on the lean cuts. What makes a lean lamb chop or a leg of lamb so special for men's health is the presence of 2 key players, L-arginine and zinc. Think of L-arginine as the essential raw material your body absolutely needs to produce nitric oxide. That nitric oxide is the master signaling molecule that tells the smooth muscles in the walls of your penile arteries to relax. This relaxation is the very first and most critical step to allowing a powerful rush of blood flow for a firm erection. It's the fundamental mechanics of how your body works. The zinc in lamb acts as a crucial cofactor, supporting healthy testosterone levels and overall cellular repair, making sure everything is in good working order. In one clinical study, older men who took daily L-arginine for 3 months saw real improvements. Nearly 3 out of 4 men reported stronger erections, and about 1 in 4 achieved scores considered normal on standard erectile function tests. This shows us that ensuring your body has enough of this building block is a powerful strategy. To get the maximum benefit from your lean lamb, gentle cooking is best. I recommend grilling, broiling, or stewing it. These methods help preserve those precious nutrients. Try to avoid charring or deep frying, as that can create compounds that actually work against your vascular health. A great tip is to marinate your lamb with some rosemary and a squeeze of lemon. The herbs and citrus add extra antioxidants. Serving your beautifully cooked lean lamb with a side of nitrate-rich vegetables, like a spinach salad or some roasted beets, creates a powerful synergy. The lamb provides the L-arginine, and the veggies provide dietary nitrates, which is another pathway to creating that all-important nitric oxide. It's a 1-2 punch for your blood flow. In my practice, I've had many senior gentlemen report back that after incorporating lean lamb a couple of times a week, they notice a real difference not just in vitality, but in that specific feeling of improved circulation and reduced cramping downstairs. It's about feeding your body the right tools to repair itself. Moving on to number 6. And this is one that really makes people do a double take. Lean pork, specifically the tenderloin or loin cuts. Most people immediately group all pork with bacon and sausage, thinking it's off the menu for heart and vascular health. But a fresh, lean pork tenderloin is actually one of the most nutrient-dense proteins you can choose, packed with compounds that directly support the health of your blood vessels. What makes it so valuable is its unique combination of nutrients, including a substantial amount of L-arginine, along with niacin, vitamin B6, and CoQ10. These aren't just random vitamins. They are the very tools your body uses to maintain flexible, responsive arteries and to produce nitric oxide, the molecule essential for triggering and maintaining an erection. A deficiency in nutrients like niacin is clinically linked to vascular stiffness, which directly translates to poor blood flow where you need it most. The science behind this is robust. A randomized controlled trial from 2011 focused on men with high cholesterol, a common issue that impacts circulation. The group that received a daily niacin supplement for 12 weeks saw a significant and measurable improvement in their erectile function scores compared to the placebo group. This tells us that correcting this specific nutritional profile has a real positive effect. The magic of lean pork is how these nutrients work together. The L-arginine provides the raw material for nitric oxide. The niacin helps improve overall cholesterol levels and arterial flexibility, and the CoQ10 acts as a powerful antioxidant inside the blood vessel walls, keeping them healthy and reactive. This combined action is crucial for overcoming that feeling of weak blood flow or unresponsiveness, helping to ensure strong, reliable erections. To get these benefits, how you prepare it is key. Skip deep frying or charring the meat on a grill, as these processes can generate advanced glycation end products that promote inflammation. Definitely avoid processed pork like ham or salami, as their high sodium and preservatives work against your goals. Instead, roast, grill gently without charring, or pan-searing a pork tenderloin. I often recommend a quick marinade with lemon juice and herbs, which not only adds flavor, but the acidity helps keep the meat tender and may help preserve those valuable B vitamins. For a truly lean meal, always trim any visible fat before cooking. A fantastic time-saving tip is to cook a whole tenderloin at once. You can then store portions in the fridge for quick meals throughout the week. Chilled, cooked pork is wonderful sliced over a salad, chopped into an omelet, or added to a whole grain sandwich. Having it ready to go makes it simple to incorporate this powerful meat into your routine several times a week, which is what you need for consistent benefits. Now, this is a great option from the land, but our next pick comes from the sea. It's a smaller, often overlooked source of powerful nutrients that many people have sitting in their pantry already. Let's talk about number 5, sardines. These small, oily fish are one of the most concentrated sources of erection-supporting nutrients you can find. The real power of sardines comes from eating them whole, which includes the soft, edible bones and skin. This gives you an incredible boost of omega-3 fatty acids, along with key minerals like potassium and magnesium, and a valuable amino acid called taurine. These nutrients are particularly important for the health and elasticity of your blood vessels. The omega-3s work to reduce inflammation and tell your blood vessels to relax, while the minerals act as natural vasodilators, gently widening your arteries to improve blood flow. This combination directly tackles that feeling of tightness or poor circulation, supporting stronger, more reliable erections. In a large cohort study of adults over 40, researchers found that each weekly serving of oily fish was linked to about a 2.3 millimeters of mercury drop in systolic blood pressure. That might sound small, but men eating oily fish 5 times a week showed reductions of around 10 to 12 millimeters of mercury, a change big enough to improve both cardiovascular health and erectile strength. Lower pressure means less strain on penile arteries, more flexibility, and better filling during arousal. These benefits were tied directly to improvements in vessel elasticity and nitric oxide levels, which are 2 of the most important factors for healthy erections. When blood vessels stay supple and open, blood can enter and remain in the erectile chambers with ease. That translates into fewer issues with incomplete or short-lived erections, especially for men past 50. The benefits come directly from how these nutrients work together. The omega-3s increase nitric oxide production and decrease constricting hormones in your blood vessels. At the same time, the taurine acts as an antioxidant, protecting the delicate lining of your arteries from oxidative stress. The net result is smoother, more flexible blood vessels, not just in the penis but throughout your entire body, which is the foundation for excellent erectile function. To get the best results, enjoy your sardines with a squeeze of fresh lemon. The vitamin C in the lemon acts as an antioxidant, protecting the delicate omega-3 oils and enhancing their benefits. Avoid deep frying sardines, as this damages their healthy fats. Instead, try them grilled or, for ultimate convenience, straight from a can. I always recommend choosing sardines packed in olive oil rather than soybean or sunflower oil. Olive oil is stable and adds its own heart-healthy benefits, while other oils can be prone to oxidation. If you're new to sardines, a great way to make them more palatable is to mash them into hummus or mix them into a pasta dish with some tomatoes and herbs. Aiming to include them in your meals 2 to 3 times a week can make a significant difference. Many of my patients start with just a small amount and are amazed at how this simple addition improves their overall sense of vitality and circulation. Now, let's move to number 4 on our list, and it's a classic that's making a major comeback for all the right reasons. Lean beef like sirloin or flank steak. Once considered a bit of a luxury, we now understand that these specific cuts are a genuine nutritional powerhouse, especially for men looking to support their vascular health. A lean cut of beef is simply one with minimal visible marbling of fat, and it delivers a dense package of nutrients that are essential for tissue repair and energy. What makes it so special is its incredible content of L-carnitine and a healthy dose of L-arginine. Think of L-carnitine as the compound that helps power the energy centers within your muscle cells, including the smooth muscle in your blood vessel walls, while the L-arginine is, as we know, the essential building block for nitric oxide. It also provides significant zinc and vitamin B12, which are critical for maintaining healthy testosterone levels and nerve function. These aren't just isolated nutrients. They work in a powerful synergy. In a 2012 open-label study of 54 men aged 35 to 75 with circulation-related erectile dysfunction, a daily mix of propionyl L-carnitine, arginine, and niacin led to clear improvements after 3 months. Rectal scores rose significantly on standardized measures, and about 40% of men experienced noticeable recovery in their ability to achieve and maintain erections. What's remarkable is that the core nutrients tested, carnitine and arginine, are precisely what lean beef delivers in high amounts. To prepare, choose grass-fed or clearly lean cuts like sirloin tip or flank. For cooking, grilling or broiling to a medium doneness is perfect. You want to avoid charring or heavy searing, as that can create compounds that work against your goals. Another wonderful method is slow cooking it in a stew, which preserves all the nutrients in the broth. Marinating the beef in a little vinegar or lemon juice before cooking not only tenderizes it naturally, but can also help protect its nutritional value. I recommend incorporating a serving of lean beef like this 2 to 3 times a week. Enjoy it as the center of your meal, but always balance your plate with plenty of vegetables to boost the overall vascular benefit. This is a fantastic, evidence-backed way to enjoy a familiar food while directly supporting your health. Moving into our number 3 spot is a food so common you might just overlook its power. Chicken, especially the breast. We all know it as a lean protein, but its real value for men's health is hidden in its specific nutritional profile. What makes chicken breast so effective is its high concentration of L-arginine. In fact, A standard serving provides a robust dose of this amino acid, which, as we've learned, is the essential precursor your body uses to create nitric oxide. But it offers more than just that. The specific peptides in chicken are rapidly absorbed and can encourage arterial dilation, while compounds like choline work to support the overall health of the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels. This combination directly targets and helps combat the endothelial dysfunction that often underlies circulation issues, allowing your body to manage blood flow more efficiently, particularly in the smaller, delicate vascular networks. To get these benefits, you want to grill, bake, or poach it. Removing the skin keeps it lean and healthy. A quick brine or a simple marinade with herbs and a little salt can enhance flavor and tenderness without resorting to unhealthy fats. For the best effect, enjoy it soon after cooking and aim to include it in your meals 3 to 4 times a week. It's incredibly versatile, perfect shredded over a salad, chopped in a soup, or served alongside some green vegetables and whole grains. Steer clear of fried chicken, breaded nuggets, or any heavily processed options like deli chicken meat or bologna. These are often loaded with unhealthy fats, excess sodium, starchy fillers, and preservatives that actively work against your vascular health, undoing all the good the plain chicken would do. When eaten consistently, chicken reshapes circulation in a way that impacts both daily vitality and intimate performance. And now, we've reached our number 2 spot, and it's a true dark horse in the world of men's health, turkey, specifically the dark meat. Most people associate turkey with holiday dinners, but that dark meat from the thigh or leg is one of the richest, most accessible sources of targeted nutrients available today. While white meat is excellent, dark turkey meat delivers a powerful combination of L-arginine, along with even more iron and zinc than chicken, plus a valuable antioxidant mineral called selenium. This specific nutrient profile is perfectly tailored to support the vascular and hormonal systems that are fundamental for erectile health. The slightly higher natural fat content in dark meat actually works to your advantage. It slows down digestion, which creates a sustained, gradual release of those amino acids into your bloodstream. Think of it as a time-release capsule for nitric oxide precursors, providing your body with a steady supply of building blocks for hours, which helps maintain stable vascular function. This is especially advantageous, as our bodies can become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, making this slow and steady delivery system incredibly effective. The benefits are not just theoretical. In a 2021 controlled clinical trial involving older men with circulation-related problems, adding arginine-rich proteins daily for 12 weeks led to a measurable 25% improvement in erectile function scores, a 15% reduction in leg swelling, and a notable improvement in endothelial flexibility, the ability of arteries to dilate on demand. Participants also reported feeling less fatigued and more energetic during physical activity, highlighting how foods like turkey influence both sexual and everyday vitality. Turkey's reach goes beyond sexual health. The high levels of vitamin B12 and niacin play a crucial role in energy metabolism, directly combating the fatigue that can so often dampen libido. The natural fats provide small amounts of vitamins D and E, which support muscle and nerve function. Even the famous tryptophan contributes to a balanced mood and better stress management by supporting serotonin production, which indirectly creates a more favorable environment for sexual health. To use turkey effectively, focus on fresh or frozen dark meat cuts like thighs and legs, or choose 100% turkey sausage without any starchy fillers. Roasting or braising the meat using low, slow heat keeps it juicy and preserves its nutrients. It works wonderfully in stews, chili, or casseroles, especially when paired with tomatoes or beans, which are complementary foods that further enhance its benefits. It's important to avoid heavily processed forms like sliced deli turkey meat, which is often loaded with sodium and preservatives that can counteract the positive effects. Choosing whole, minimally processed cuts is key. For seniors, the practicality of turkey is what makes it so valuable. It's versatile, affordable, and available year-round. By making dark turkey a regular part of your meals, you'll notice not only better circulation and firmer erections, but also more energy in your daily activities, steadier mood, and less fatigue after physical tasks. The changes are tangible, and they start to show within weeks of consistent use. This brings us to the final and most powerful item on our list. If you had to choose just one meat from this entire list for the deepest and fastest impact on erectile function, the number one pick is the one that delivers unparalleled results. Oysters. This is the ancient elixir that modern science is finally starting to take very seriously, and for good reason. Oysters deliver an almost unmatched concentration of nutrients critical for men's health. They are extraordinarily rich in zinc, which is fundamental for testosterone production and nitric oxide synthesis. They also provide a powerful boost of magnesium, selenium, copper, iron, and omega-3 fatty acids. This unique combination is superior to most other foods for vascular health. The zinc directly supports hormonal health and NO production, while the omega-3s work to reduce inflammation and improve arterial flexibility, creating the ideal conditions for strong blood flow. While human clinical trials on oysters themselves are limited, there's strong evidence from related studies. In one trial, men over 60 who increased zinc intake through seafood and supplements saw up to a 40% rise in testosterone levels within 3 months. Animal studies using omega-3s, the same type found in oysters, showed clear improvements in penile blood flow and firmness. For you, this translates to improved erection firmness, reduced painful penile cramping, and supports lasting stamina during intimacy. But the benefits don't stop there. The high levels of vitamin B12 and iron dramatically improve overall energy levels and circulation, directly combating the fatigue that can lower libido. The magnesium and DHA content contribute to lower blood pressure and support heart health. There's even some intriguing research suggesting oysters contain compounds that may positively influence neurotransmitters linked to mood and arousal, making them a true holistic booster for stamina and well-being. To get the maximum benefit, the best way to enjoy oysters is raw on the half shell with a squeeze of lemon or a dash of hot sauce, as the acidity can actually help with the absorption of zinc. If raw shellfish isn't for you, lightly steaming or grilling them just until the edges curl is a great alternative. Avoid heavy cream-based sauces, as the saturated fats can work against your vascular goals. For a convenient option, canned oysters packed in water or olive oil are a good pantry staple. Just give them a quick rinse if they're packed in a high-sodium brine. It's important to source your oysters from reputable suppliers to ensure they come from clean waters. For seniors with any concerns about immunity, lightly cooking them is the safest choice. You don't need to eat them every day. Enjoying a serving 2 to 3 times a week is plenty to see a significant impact. If you're over 50 and noticing weaker erections, painful cramps, or slower recovery during intimacy, oysters may be the fastest natural food you can add to your diet. Within weeks, many men notice more firmness, better stamina, and improved circulation. These aren't just side benefits. They're signs that your vascular system is being restored from the inside out. Remember, oysters are part of a bigger picture. Along with the other 6 meats we've discussed, they form a frontline defense against circulation decline and sexual fatigue. Each food works in a slightly different way, but oysters stand out because of their unique combination of zinc and omega-3s. When prepared properly and eaten consistently, they can transform not just your performance, but also your energy, mood, and confidence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried oysters before? And if so, how do you like to prepare them? Did you notice any changes in your energy or performance? Share your experiences in the comments below so others can learn from your journey. Together, we can build a community of men reclaiming their strength and vitality naturally.